Oh, hello. This is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy the information in this video and would like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe. If someone asked me about 10 years ago and asked me what is my identity in life, I would say first and foremost my identity is being a teacher, and then secondly is being a scientist, and third is a nutritionist, and lastly is a cook. These are the four things I am passionate about. But now if somebody asks me this question today, I think my answer would be slightly different. Right now, first and foremost, I perceive I am being a cook. And then next, I see myself as a nutritionist. And then I see myself as a scientist. And it is the last aspect I consider myself as a teacher. This is basically the philosophy of how I operate this YouTube channel. And I like to explain that to you a little bit more so you can see the direction that I am coming from. First, I would like to tell you a story in how I identify myself as a teacher and why I enjoy so much being a teacher. This particular incident happened about 25 years ago, and I still remember it very vividly in my mind. There was a day of commencement, and I recall that I was walking across the court holding my cape and gowns to go to the arena where the commencement was held. And then I heard a voice behind me, somebody yelling, "Dr. Chung, Dr. Chung." I turned around, I saw a student was running toward me, and he was also holding a cape and gown, so I assumed that he must be graduating today. When he came up to me, he said to me, "I would like to meet your parents because I have told all about you when I took your class." He then said, "You were my favorite professor of my 4 years at the university." He said, "You told me a lot of things that are so applicable. I will always tell my parents what I have learned from your class." And the class he was talking about is a biology class for non-majors. Now, I have taught biology for my entire life, and I realized that how difficult it is to tell students of the theoretical aspect of the discipline without giving them a sense of applications. So when I teach this class, I always try to make sure all the principles that I taught in the class that the student would be able to find applications in their life. And over the years, I have taught thousands of students, and this usually the response I got because they find that what I have taught them, they were able to apply in their life. At that time, I have really not been thinking about teaching people how to cook or just teach people about nutrition. But I have thought about before I retire that I would like to find a way to help people to understand what they eat and what is the biological significance in their diet. However, I quickly realized that this is not going to work. And I would like to tell you another story that lead me to what I take the approach today. I have a cousin, and I will call her Danielle for the purpose of this video. It is almost about 15 years ago, she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. One of the important approach in managing her disorder is her diet. When she met with her physician, the doctor told Danielle that she need to go on a Mediterranean diet. Since Danielle knows very little about a Mediterranean diet, so she went and asked the help from a dietitian. She received a lot of information from the dietitian of what she's supposed to eat, but she was never really shown how she could achieve that. Clearly, this is one of those situations that Danielle, based on her condition, she knows why she needs to change her diet. And from the dietitian, she knows what she's supposed to eat. But the problem comes is that she does not know how to change her diet. Danielle did not cook very much before her diagnosis of this disorder, but once she started figuring out how to cook for herself, her situation improved tremendously. Basically, what she should have been told right from the beginning is the famous saying that let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. And she discovered the best way to achieve that is to cook for herself. So from Danielle, I have learned this important lesson. The fact that is that we all know that why we need to eat better. And most of us also know what we should and should not eat. But the big problem is that how to accomplish that. And that is a challenge. and that is what I try to help people with. This reminds me when I was teaching biology to non-majors. My greatest success comes from the fact that I'm able to combine the theoretical with the applications. When I started this YouTube channel about 2 years ago, I'm well aware of the challenge of home cooking that face most Americans. First of all, we simply don't have the time. And secondly, we might not cook the food that we would enjoy. And there are a lot of temptations out there that would prevent us from cooking for ourselves. And after trying different approach, that's where I developed my fast cooking system. The word FAST is the acronym for the 4 attributes of this cooking system. And it stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. So recently I reorganized my YouTube channel to make sure all these 4 attributes are well represented and provide viewers an understanding of how to achieve this practical aspect of cooking in their life. So in other words, if I really want to help people to eat healthier with better nutrition, the most important thing is for me to develop a application system that people can use, that people can actually cook and apply to their everyday life. Over the past 2 years, I've been too busy in creating videos, and I have not been thinking about what is the most effective way to organize them. So in the past several weeks, I have been revamping my YouTube channels by putting related videos together into playlists. So now when you visit my YouTube channel, you will find that all the relevant videos will be grouped into sections. The grouping of the section reflects my intention for applications. I will start with the basic attributes of my cooking system with emphasis on the wok, both on selection of the wok, how to season and maintain the woks. And then I will focus on stir fry. I will address issue of the practical aspect of stir fry as well as the theoretical consideration of stir fry. And then I will group the videos into sections based on the food ingredients. The first section on the food ingredients is a section on chicken, both on how to cook the chicken as a template as well as how to prep them. This will be followed by a section on vegetarian dishes with different kinds of vegetables. In this section, you will find all different kinds of vegetables and different ways to stir fry them. The next section will be on beef and pork dishes. I don't have as many videos in this section compared to the others. The section after that is on seafood, but the seafood that I will include in this section at this point is mainly shrimp and salmon, which my wife and I both love. I have a relatively large section on eggs because there are many different ways you can cook eggs and they are very fast and easy. The last section will be a collection of videos of fried rice. In this section, it will contain both fried rice that contain meat as well as vegetarian fried rice. The number 10 section, which actually contains 2 playlists. The first playlist is about the cooking system, address the theoretical aspect of my cooking system. The second playlist, I call it Meals with Tak. It includes all the meals that I put together using the method that I have described above. The reason that I have to group this playlist together because the YouTube channel only allows 10 sections, and I have used up all my sections. I hope this new organization will make it easier for you to find the video that you might be looking for. I welcome any suggestions and comments that you might have. Please write me. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.